See though, we chilling. Could you see we took that boy from him, you know? You know what though, I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to take their jerseys and stuff. You know, actually no, I'm gonna chill with these. I'm gonna vibe with these, you feel me? Yeah, we chilling.
Remember, be sure to check back.
Yeah, I think we're good. Because, you know, the only people we really gotta worry about is Paulo and Franz. Maybe KCP, but I think MYGM Hornets got that in the bag. You know what though? This just fits better. I'm gonna do something like this, and then it's gonna have to be small forward, power forward. So, see, off the bench, Trey Man, MYGM Hornets, Rocco, Jonathan Isaac, Goga Batate, Caleb Houston, maybe Wendell Moore. You know, one of these two. I'd rather Caleb Houston just because you got a little bit of defense, you know. LaMelo. How about we have Jalen Suggs and I'm LaMelo guard KCP and a Brandon Miller, Marlon Bridges, Mark Williams, Gordon Wendell Carter. Probably should have put Jonathan Isaac at the 5 because he's about the same size as Wendell Carter. But it is what it is, man. We chilling. We only gonna be able to play one game.
Live
so I'm gonna need to get off.
A look at the starting group for the Magic.
Record another
Sliding
video.
In at the
another
wing,
game.
we'll see Caldwell Pope
so
and
Bogdan.
Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Black in at the 1 spot. And for the Hornets. Up at forward, it's Miller and Bridges. LaMelo Ball is out there with Jalen Suggs. And it's Williams at the pivot spot, man in the middle.
We're back.
And now the pass break, Banchero with the ball.
No, we're not.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that
though.
selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
The first overall pick, and Stan, we have seen this kid, 6'10" Paolo Banchero. How impressive have you assessed his passing skill?
Well, Kevin, it was the thing that surprised me most about him when he came in the NBA. I knew he could put the ball on the floor and attack the basket, get to the free throw line, but he is one of the best big playmakers in this league, making the game easier for all of his teammates.
Wow, what a great asset.
You aren't kidding.
He's sagging. No.
Miller,
We back there.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline.
We chilling though. We chilling.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. And we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys.
I'm just playing.
Thanks, David. To the middle, here's Carter. Williams with the block, and he's able to get it back.
How's that
one drops for him. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. Coach, at this stage of the season, are teams' identities that well-defined?
Well, Kevin, they better be. If you don't have an identity at this point, I don't know how you're going to get one. Look, you're going to improve in whatever you do as the season goes on.
I already knew he was just going if I didn't do that.
By now should be firmly established what type of team you are and want to be. Teams that don't have that, they're in trouble.
Here's Wagner.
And you know Miller was in his head on that one. Nice job just staying connected, making the shot uncomfortable.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paolo Banchero. That is his first foul of the game. Bridges outside. Miller finds ball.
Melo?
That 3 off the mark. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. So, Stan, we watched Kentavious Caldwell-Pope's career. He's played for a handful of teams, and he's been a starter on multiple title teams, including the 2020 LA Lakers.
Yeah, Kevin, I loved coaching him. This guy is a hard worker. He's one of the best conditioned athletes in the league. His stamina is incredible. He knocks down threes. It's not a coincidence that he's been on championship teams in 2 different cities.
Amazing.
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
using that momentum to just prepare for liftoff. Suggs were a problem on the drive.
Now, here's Banchero. Coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Miller against Wagner. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Nailed from three-point land.
See, this is going to be the problem.
Carter's got 5 points so far.
Outside the paint.
Here's Miller, and it's Miller with the jam.
I'm sure it'll grow quickly.
Suggs with the steal. Left side, Miller. And it's Miller with the jam.
Brandon Miller kind of carrying now.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but
actually,
the slam
Brandon and
topped it
Jones.
off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
That's going to be a
back, yep.
Not watching for the line that time.
Let's check out the stats for Ball. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. He's averaging 30 points, almost 5.5 steals, and 10 assists. And you love his anticipation. All those steals, he's always a step ahead, reading plays before they develop.
Yeah, when you have a defender like him out there, it makes a difference. You can't play fast and loose when he's on the floor. You have to take care of the ball.
There's the lob to Carter. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Lets it go with the 3. And
there
it's
we go.
Ball with the 3. And it's all knotted up.
And with that burst, you can count on LaMelo being the first up the court on the break. He won't miss a chance to get out and run.
Stolen by Ball. And Bridges with a clear path to the basket. Pass to Suggs. At the elbow, Williams. Bridges outside. 6 to shoot. Outside, Ball. Charlotte needs to get a shot. And there's Bridges on the assist.
I'm so lucky.
This has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
Several teams changing it up here. Kuzma passes to Anthony. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to De Silva. Looking to end the run. Isaac with some nice deep. Charlotte is gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Houston. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Anthony lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, nice focus to get it to fall. Now Anthony gets his chance at the line.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Charlotte.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Shot clock at 5. Isaac kicks to Bridges. Beyond the arc. Houston's shot is off.
I really feel like some of these shots.
And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 1. Hornets with the rebound. They put up a nice one against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Got a piece of it. Here's Nembhard. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Outside for Caldwell Pope.
3 seconds? I really feel like that was more than 3
Pocket
seconds.
6. 14 feet away. Wagner. It's good on the putback.
Well, at just under 7 feet, Wagner can be very effective on the glass, which is especially helpful on offense.
To the right side. Houston. A rebound by Caldwell Pope.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality
he can make a
will
wide.
serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
55 seconds left to play in the first. The pass to Isaac. For three, Bridges. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Come on, I need to make me a white, though.
They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being
They can make a white, but I can't 2K.
Here's De Silva.
Why would you
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Looking at the Hornets, Greg, they're still in pursuit of their first trip to the NBA Final.
And Kevin, I hope it happens soon because their fan base deserves it. They've stuck with this team through some difficult years. It's about time they get rewarded.
Brandon Miller, he's checked in for the Hornets. Nemhard with it, covered by Anthony. And Isaac throws it down.
How about the timing
like that?
On some of these alley-oops? Very impressive. Great at knowing when to leave the floor and how to finish that lob.
Here's Nemhard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Now here's Kuzma. Unloads from 13. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Wagner's got it all tied up now for the Magic.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Tying game here in Charlotte. And back with the start of the second quarter.
Second? I don't know, the start of the second. I was going to say the end of the second?
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Well, their defense was incredible. Wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. They've got Franz Wagner. Wagner out there with Paolo Banchero. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Black in at the point guard position. Inside, a double clutch. Nemhard's shot is good. Nemhard's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Hornets. Orlando trailing here. Here's Wagner. Still yet to score. Kicks it out to Banchero. On the wing, Isaac. He's covered by Banchero. Passes it to Nemhard. It's Miller on the wing. He doesn't hit that one. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Pass to Black. The Hornets pull it in. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards. And that
slightly early, I can't ever
led to a sizable loss.
Yeah, it wasn't their finest hour or finest 2 hours. It has to be a matter of
trading him, so they actually get a young player that I can
actually
here's
Banchero. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
Pretty good, cool guy to have on their squad.
The open teammate has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, that's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
some changes here for the Hornets. Jalen Suggs is checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's Trey Mann in for Ball. And the Magic making a change here as well. Carter, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. Now, here's Banchero. No scoring in this one. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Miller, right side.
Oh man, I'm mad that actually made me mad. I was not wanting to do that.
But if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection.
How's that just a strong?
That's inexcusable defense
Jonathan
right
Isaac
there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's Miller. Nice concentration here. The double clutch layup. Miller's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
And now the latest.
Why is Franz at the one? Why is Franz at the one? Why is he at the one? Come on.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game was played more competitively and talking
just
trash
strong.
as
I had my center
I
on.
had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. And that combination of styles has helped him to this day.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here's Wagner. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Poked away. Isaac with the steal. A finish. And Isaac throws it down.
And Isaac is, really breathtaking in transition. A long-legged forward who just devastates the defense with his speed.
Here's Black. 5 points in the game. Here's Carter. That one misses. Excellent D there from Williams. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge. Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Now, here's Wagner. This time out, he had 13 points. Here's Carter. Great touch on the 16-footer.
You know, I can accept that.
9 points for Wendell
That
Carter.
was just a shot.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
Yeah, and once you see that advantage from the sideline, you just want to yell at him to shoot the ball.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin, and I think two things. Number one, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players. So you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
De Silva, rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Bridges. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
I don't know how to
And
make
here's
it
the
so they don't
upcoming
try to
schedule
jump
for
for
Charlotte. On Wednesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Miami Heat. And then on Friday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
And that matchup against the Sixers, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference. And both teams need to be at their best.
So do you sit him with 3 fouls? Big decision for his coach here.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
It's not a defensive foul. I don't know.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Hornets leading by 8. Now, man. Well, they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
He can shoot the 3.
It's Anthony with the drive.
He just dunked on my jam.
Well, that's where Anthony is at his best, when he's getting downhill and attacking the
I don't
basket.
like how far
There's a unique profile for
pass.
Wendell Carter Jr., a tremendous rebounder and shooter, and how he's playing on a pretty good team, and he's a big reason why.
He sure is. Look, he's really big at 6'10", 270. All right, top 20 in the league in rebounding and effective field goal percentage. Can shoot the 3. great blend of size, skill, and
How come his jumper seems faster when I'm shooting from further out?
And with the rebound, Charlotte's gone 1-3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Aggressive, just an attacker. Bridges wants the rock, especially near the rim.
And I'm going to be copying the same thing over and over.
1:39 left to play here in the half.
Entertaining for everyone.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
Ball's checked in for Charlotte. And a switcher also for Orlando. Wagner's checked in. Anthony against Suggs. Back to Anthony.
Don't put my shot
And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Bridges passes to Houston. Back to Bridges. Ball feeling it out a bit. Latrey. Bridges misses.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Caldwell Pope passes to Carter. Shoots over Ball. The shot's good from Carter.
Yeah, that's a good shot, but I feel like I played good defense
right
too.
Now, having a really strong quarter.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. 6-point game. Puts up a deep three.
Way out
And
there.
they recover it. Williams finds Ball. Bridges against Wagner. Bridges misses.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And he gets it to go.
That should be open out of
Wagner's
things.
got 6.
I thought he would have made
And
it
at
anyway.
6'11",
I keep making these dumb passes to Melo, bro. I
Good
think
to
he can
see
do it
him
just because
going
he
up
wants
with
Melo.
confidence down there. Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
Here's Williams. And a missed
Oh, why
layup.
would you jump that way?
And a close game so
I
far.
understand why
to the
he jumped
first.
that way. The center's right there waiting for him.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jets. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. Looking at the field goal percentage during that period for them, it was good, 45%.
I'm not trying to make an hour-long video.
Thanks for joining us,
Probably gonna
folks.
play a game, maybe look at my roster a little bit, maybe make a free agency change. Other than that, though, it's just gonna be, me playing, me chilling.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Brandon Miller really making a difference here.
On my live stream.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite.
I was playing games, I was
Yeah, and in
simulating
terms
some.
of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Up it forward, it's Miller and Bridges.
I need to get all these guys jumping now. I don't think I've
And
made
it's
it.
Williams at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. It's blocked.
Well, Suggs is an elite on-ball defender. We don't see a lot of blocks by a guard.
Bounce pass from Williams. Suggs passes the ball. Miller dishes to Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Let's quickly now take a peek at the league leaders in blocks. 5th on the list, Mark Williams.
But there aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
And stand after a few down years, the Magic has been recaptured here in Orlando.
It sure has, Kevin.
I want to try to make
They've
a 3
had
with Mark,
great
too, at least
draft
once this
picks.
season.
They have a couple of young franchise cornerstones. They've got size. They've got guys who will continue to improve. This team's got a chance to be really, really good going forward.
Bigger than your average guard, Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
Yep, and the foul called on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul. Miller against Wagner. Kicks it to Banchero. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Charlotte. Andrew Nembhard comes in for Suggs. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Banchero inside. Defended by Bridges. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Bridges. Here's the floater. Miller outside. Isaac outside. Shot clock at 6. Offline with his 3.
Oh, wow. How long do I need
one for their first 4 to start the second half.
How long do I need to hold down the button for?
Carter outside. The pass to Banchero. Here's Caldwell Pope.
Paulo. Over it right now. Yep.
Knocks down the step back chain. Caldwell Pope's got 5.
Well, I really like Caldwell Pope's shot selection. It's why he holds respectable percentages throughout his career.
They grabbed their own miss.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first foul. Yeah, the defender all.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
Yeah, he's at 81%.
I mean, I know he's
had a chance to see him. He's had great form and he continues to look confident.
Yeah, Caldwell Pope isn't a guy that shoots a ton of free throws, but he makes them count.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Isaac. And it's Trey Mann in for Ball. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Orlando.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He has 7. It's tipped. Nembhard grabs the board.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And that's what you have to do.
Shoot that, take a pass.
Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA, and every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there are so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Shot it.
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answer.
How's that a foul?
Well, let's take Jokic for example.
How was that a foul?
If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double team him, send the second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
Man sinks the triple.
There we go.
Man's got 5 now.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with the basket, coming off a pretty pass.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. And the Hornets with possession here. After the Magic pick up 2. There's Miller with the 3.
Oh, that's merciless. Kuzma plays with such competitive energy, wasn't letting that shot get off.
Fast break now for Charlotte. Floats it up for Williams, and stolen by Wagner. Wagner kicks to Wagner. Buries it from 3-point range.
They're making all these lights.
Just a 2-point Hornets lead.
Well, nice pass there, setting up Wagner in a good position.
And the Hornets call time here. And the Hornets making a change here. Houston's checked in, and the Magic making a change here. Franz Wagner, as we know, Stan, came into the league with a splash and hasn't really slowed up since.
Now, Kevin, I think he's surprised a lot of people. He has never played like a young guy. He's always played with the maturity of a veteran guy, and he just keeps getting more and more responsibility. He's handled it well.
After this quarter, I might have to simulate the rest just because
a perennial all-star.
I like that assessment.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
Nembhard's shot is good.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Spiked away. Here's Mann, and it's good for 2. And it's a 4-point Charlotte lead. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Why is he standing on the 3-point line anyways, my question.
Black in the post, defended by Mann. Nembhard with it, Anthony on him.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
Passes it to Wagner. Shoots over Nembhard. 6 on the shot clock. Releases from 15. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. They get a hand on it. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. Here's De Silva. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Williams has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Mann. Bridges against Kuzma. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
And the energy and athleticism of Bridges is off the charts. He is a tough cover for the defense.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Suggs comes in for Andrew Nembhard. And Ball subbed in for Trey Mann. Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Caldwell Pope comes in for Black. Here's Anthony. It's rebounded by Charlotte. 26 seconds left in the third. The kick out to Ball. Over Anthony. Charlotte no good that time either.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far. That free throw good from Caldwell Pope.
I think that would have been there that was. So these are the reasons.
Here's Anthony.
He's got 7. That's what I thought it was called.
Kuzma outside. And they call an illegal screen.
That one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Ball. And no good in the last second attempt. This time. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here.
The Orlando team.
Simulate this
49.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the lead wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
We win a championship is what we're going to do.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Magic, underneath in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. And it's Anthony in at the one.
Knew we were going to lose. Hey, well, that's it for the video. Peace.